Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold for this Thursday, the 6th day of August in the year of our Lord 2020. The left lies. All the time they lie. I find stories daily of another lie told by the left when it comes to like sexuality or nationality or sickness or something other. Always more lies. That being said, from Breitbart News comes this one. White professor busted posing online as bisexual American Indian with corona. Folks, it's time we realize that these people on the left have no morals or a desire to tell the truth, even when they are caught. Beth Ann McLaughlin is a middle-aged white woman and leftist #MeToo warrior who spent years on Twitter posing as a bisexual American Indian woman. McLaughlin, a former assistant professor of neurology at Vanderbilt University, became a heroine in the #MeToo circles in 2018 after co-founding a group called MeToo STEM, now a defunct website dedicated to women claiming to have been sexually harassed in their science, technology, engineering, and math STEM professions. That's science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM. According to various news reports, most of the claims were posted anonymously. Of course, that is why they do it and how they do it. But after the initial adulation and the winning of 1/3 of $250,000 disobedience award from MIT, McLaughlin's celebrity status kind of fell apart. She left Vanderbilt by mutual agreement after she failed to earn tenure. She blamed it on her willingness to speak out against sexual harassment, and 7 of her colleagues resigned from the MeToo STEM, claiming McLaughlin was abusive, secretive, and had set up a $79,000 GoFundMe account without their knowledge. They say they still don't know where the money went. In 2016, however, McLaughlin had already created the Twitter account at sciencing_by. For years, McLaughlin fooled everyone into believing at sciencing_by was a bisexual Hopi Indian who had fled oppression in Alabama and earned a position in the science department at the Arizona State University. According to the far-left New York Slimes, the non-existent at sciencing_by, quote, was an active participant in the corner of science Twitter that frequently discusses issues of sexual misconduct in the sciences and claimed to have fled the South because of their oppression of queer folk, unquote. Since 2016, sciencing_by has posted often about issues around social justice and sciences with a focus on activism and research about sexual harassment. But that's just the least of it. The non-existent at sciencing_by, who enjoyed all the moral credibility that comes with identity these days, especially the trifecta of bisexual, American Indian, and female, also championed McLaughlin's character and career. McLaughlin used the fake account to promote a petition demanding McLaughlin receive her tenure at Vanderbilt. McLaughlin also used the fake account and used her fabricated bisexual American Indian and female friend to blunt the storm of criticism around her, per the New York Slimes. The first time Mr. Eisen heard from the account was in defense of Miss Laughlin. The fact that at by was saying all these things about Beth Ann, saying that Beth Ann had helped her, it didn't make me trust Beth Ann, but it made me less willing to publicly criticize her because I thought that public criticism would be felt by the people she was helping, he said, who turned out to be fake. Then came the coronavirus lies. On April The @sciencing_by account not only claimed to have contracted the coronavirus, she claimed she caught it after ASU forced her to come to work in April. To pile her status as a victim even higher, she claimed the university cut her salary after remote teaching began. Unfortunately for McLaughlin, these were verifiable lies. ASU was already teaching remotely in March, and no one's salary was ever cut. By this time, so many people in the science Twitter world believed in and sympathized with @sciencing_by, they were communicating with the fake account via direct message to offer her encouragement and support. Then, @sciencing_by died of coronavirus. It was McLaughlin who used her own Twitter account to announce @sciencing_by's passing, and the result was a number of online tributes written by people who had been fooled, as well as a Zoom memorial. Yes, you read that correctly. McLaughlin went so far as to hold a Zoom memorial for her fake Twitter account. And now to remove the liberal blindfold here, folks. It seems that the demonorats have only one way to get their point across, and that is to lie. Saying things publicly that are not true, but are only told to exact a measure of mourning from the rest of us for their lot in life, to be it a lie about their sex, sexuality, or a lie about their health or someone who is close to them's health. But seldom does the truth ever grace their utterances, and until the time comes that they finally start telling the truth, or people rise up in rebellion against them, this destruction of America by the American left will continue. The proof of this is daily we hear from losers of the demonorat party saying things like, while offering no proof for their accusations except for their word. Things like Madonna saying that daily she dreams of blowing up the White House, a felony, by the way. And things like Alyssa Milano telling us that Trump is destroying America, and so-called women like Beth Ann McLaughlin of today's story telling us all that she has COVID when she doesn't. Telling us that she is a bisexual American Indian woman when she was actually a middle-aged and white. As for bisexual, I have no clue, nor do I freaking care. Kind of like the Cherokee in chief, Elizabeth Warren, who has said she is part Cherokee but isn't, and like people like De Niro and Bette Midler and Cher telling us that if Trump is re-elected or elected, they will move to another country. Then when he is, and we all wait excitedly for them to leave, they never do. There is also Karen Bass, who blamed Donald Trump for 154,000 deaths to the Chinese coronavirus by the CDC in an interview with The Breakfast Club. No proof of what she said. And then so-called supermodel Bella Hadid goes and flips off New York Police Department officers for not wearing masks. The left is full of this insanity, and the right is getting sick and tired of all this hubbub. It's time to stop it all before this nation goes down the toilet with the next flush, because it is coming. Time for the revolution against the leftist liars before it is too late to save this great nation. It almost already is too late. Thank you all for joining me today, and as a friend of mine used to always say, we will not be ruled. And that is if we start refusing to allow it. This is Robert the Infidel, and I will see you all again on Monday. And remember, NWCR's Removing the Liberal Blindfold is brought to you through Conservative Nation Media, where America always wins. Now, tomorrow I won't be here because tomorrow is my weekly Friday show. So, I'm on my last Friday show, I'm still waiting for that to upload. I'm still waiting for it to show up, and I'm beginning to think that it never will, because there were some things I said in there that the liberal left would not like. So I've got a feeling that's probably part of that. But it still hasn't loaded to BTR to be listened to, so I guess that BTR put me in jail on that show. Liberal policies do shut us down, folks. And that's why we have to start revolting and start pushing this down their throats, or more of their agenda is going to be shoved down ours. Have a blessed day, have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you all on Monday.